Princess Cruises recently announced changes to Princess Plus and Princess Premier packages. We're going to evaluate this in 5 different ways based on viewer feedback. We will also discuss the meaning of casual dining, specialty dining, and premium desserts.
Hi y'all, I'm Jeff.
And I'm Becky.
And together we're a cruising good time.
Welcome back to our returning viewers. And if you're new to the channel, we hope you enjoy it. And give us a like, subscribe, and turn on those notifications.
So as Becky mentioned, Princess made some changes to its Princess Premier bundle package effective August 16th, 2024. The price increased from $80 to $90 per day per person. And with that, they added the unlimited Premier beverage package. This beverage package now has unlimited drinks instead of being capped at 15 drinks per day, and it still goes to $20 per drink. They also included unlimited specialty dinings. Previously, this was only 2 times per cruise. Now it's unlimited per cruise. And they included the Medallion Wi-Fi Max that you can only get through Princess Plus or Princess Premier. They did not change the pricing on Princess Plus, but they did add the Wi-Fi Max. Let's talk real briefly about what the 2 packages entail. So Princess Premier, for $90 per day per guest, you get the Wi-Fi, their Wi-Fi Max, and you can attach up to 4 devices per guest on that. You have the unlimited beverage package that we just talked about. You include the tips on the crew appreciation. You now have unlimited specialty meals. Casual dining meals are still unlimited. You still get the professional photo packages, so you can get all the pictures they take of you for free. You have unlimited premium desserts. You have the Ocean Now delivery, so you can have anything delivered anywhere on the ship to you using the app. Unlimited room service delivery. You have unlimited fitness classes. They'll reserve you some theater seating if you want it. And you have the Princess Prizes where you can win some money and whatnot for just opening up your door. Princess Plus remains pretty much the same. You get the Wi-Fi Max with it, still just 1 device per person. But you know what? That's all we need. As a YouTuber, I swap out my device, my phone, to my computer all the time. Princess allows you to change that. It's no problem. The drink package, you get 15 drinks per day, up to $15 each. You still get the tips. You don't have any specialty meals. You get 2 casual dining meals per sailing. You don't have the photo package. You get 2 premium desserts per day. You still have the Ocean Now, still have the room service. You get 2 fitness classes per cruise instead of unlimited. And you do not have the theater seating or the Princess Prizes. Let's talk a real quick second here about what casual dining is within the Princess universe and what are those venues. The casual dining are the restaurants listed here. They're Alfredo's and Gigi's Pizzeria, the Salty Dog Gastro Pub. They have some pop-up diners called Planks Barbecue and Steamers that'll show up on a few cruises. They have the couple different sushi bars with K Sushi and the Ocean Terrace, Vine's Wine Bar. You can get some tapas there. And O'Malley's is an Irish pub. Venues very different per ships. Note that the Coral and the Island Princess do not have any of these venues on it, but they'll open up Sabatini's typically once per cruise to do an Alfredo's type pizzeria lunch. And they'll open up the Wheelhouse Bar once per cruise typically for a Salty Dog type gastropub. All these have a prefix menu in them. You get 2 times per cruise on a plus. You get unlimited with the premium that we just discussed. You can also go inside these and buy a la carte pricing in there for anything you want. So if you wanted a pizza at Alfredo's, for example, it's about $9. For the Princess Premium desserts, there are several different venues you can get on this. They have these fancy sundaes that you can get at most of these locations, which are real elaborate glasses with a lot of chocolate and sprinkles and all that on there. A lot of places have 10-layer cake, like at the International Cafe. You can get scoops of gelato, gelato-type sundaes. There's a lot to do there. All these venues kind of vary by ship, but they will all pretty much have it. One thing I've encountered, the state of Texas wants their sales tax, so you're going to get charged sales tax while you're in Port of Galveston until you get to international waters. Princess has several specialty dining options. These are vary by ship to ship. Every ship has a steakhouse for a $39 cover charge. It changes names on the different types of ships, but they'll all have the Crown Grill or Bayou Cafe, so forth. Most ships will have a Sabatini's Italian restaurant. That's typically a $35 cover charge. And a few of them will have a pop-up venue called the Crab Shack. That's about a $30 cover charge. I think it's typically mostly on Alaska cruises. You can now get unlimited dinings at all these under Premier, whereas before it was just twice per cruise. And some of these are open up for lunch on select days too, so you can go in there and they may have Sabatinis open on a C day for lunch. So before we get into the analysis, I want to go over a few cases that we're going to examine and the assumptions that we're going to use on these. So there's 5 cases we're going to examine. One is what I nicknamed the get me to the bar, which is how many drinks it takes to make either one of these packages pay out. The next is less booze and more food, which is where we look at both dining and drink and kind of balance those to find a payout that makes sense. We examine a no alcohol scenario where somebody may not drink alcohol at all. Does it make sense to have Princess Premier or Princess Plus? We look at longer cruises for both Plus and Premier because the more days you're on a cruise, that can affect the pricing some. And then lastly, we look at the upgrading Princess Premier from the $80 to $90 a day, because if you'd already booked a cruise for $80 a day, they're going to ask you if you want to pay the extra $10 a day and upgrade to the $90 case, and we look at the math on that. In all cases, we look at full price Wi-Fi as well as a half price Wi-Fi you get for being a Captain Circle Platinum or Elite member. In all cases, we only analyze using one Wi-Fi device, which is $25 a day, because Princess will allow you to switch the device that you have connected to the Wi-Fi. For example, I'll have my phone connected to the Wi-Fi most of the time. I need to upload a YouTube video. I will switch over to my computer, do the upload, put it back on my phone so I can order drinks or whatever I want to do. The pricing for Wi-Fi Max that they offer only in these packages is not available. So again, we're going to assume $25 for regular Wi-Fi and $12.50 for the half-price Wi-Fi. So the first analysis we're going to do, I nicknamed Get Me to the Bar. We're going to look only at drinks to see if we can't make Princess Plus and Princess Premier pay out and disregard any type of dining, casual dining, specialty dining, or desserts. For all the analysis we're going to be doing here, you'll see on the left that we have 2 lines for wine. One is Premier and one is for Plus. They're different prices. So the Premier, we're going to assume you're going to use an $18 glass of wine. When I look at the drink menu, that is a typical price for a Premier type of glass of wine, $18. They're going to add 18% gratuity to any drink you have. So 3 of those drinks is going to equal $63.72. For Princess Plus, we use $11, again with 18% gratuity added onto it, $25.26. Sum up those at the bottom for a 7-day cruise. The Plus is $181 and the Premier is $446. Moving over to the right, you can see for Plus and Premier, if we look at the cost per day, whether it's $60 or $90 per day for a 7-day cruise, we back out $17 per day for gratuities. We back out $25 per day for the full price Wi-Fi, and it leaves a net of $126 for Plus and $336 for Premier. In this case, we're not going to have any casual dining. We carry over the $181 or the $446 for the beverages we just talked about. We also back out a $15 Ocean Now activation fee. We don't have any specialty dining. So the total of what we're consuming is $196 for Plus, $461. If we subtract that from the money left over from the food and beverage that we have up at the top, then we have a negative number, which means that we are in the green, if you will. We're saving money at this point. On a per day basis, we're saving about $10 per day by using Plus, $18 a day Premier. So let's do the same analysis, but this time with a half-price Wi-Fi. If your Captain Circle member level is Platinum or Elite, you're entitled to half-price Wi-Fi while you're on board the ship. Becky and I fall in this category, so it's a relevant term. In other drink package videos we've had, people raise this up quite a bit. We do the same analysis. This time with the Princess Premier, it did not take any incremental amount of wine to do it. It still paid out with 3 glasses of wine. We had to add 1 glass of wine under the Plus for 3 glasses total. In the end, no matter what your Wi-Fi status is, no matter what your drink package is, 3 glasses of wine per day is going to make these pay out without any problem at all. Let's look at something a little more rounded with food and drinks. In this case, we'll start on the left. We're going to add a specialty coffee. Get up in the morning, have your latte or whatever you want to have with it, or after dinner, perhaps. I'm not going to include soda or drinks or beer in this case. And we're going to have a glass of wine with dinner, in either case, a Plus or a Premier, and grab a couple bottles of water throughout the day. If we go over to the other side on the right here, you can see the top part is still the same as the full Wi-Fi. So we have $126 left over for the cruise, 7-day cruise, or $336 left over for Premier. We use the beverages we just outlaid with 2 casual dinings. Then we come up with a savings of about $12 per day. With Premier, we do 2 casual dinings plus 2 specialty dinings in that 1-week cruise with the same 1 coffee, 1 glass of wine, 2 bottles of water, and we're saving money there. So we've reached a break-even point at that. Similar exercises before. Let's look at it with a half-price Wi-Fi. This time we do have to add another drink in here to kind of make it work out without going overboard. We have the specialty coffee. I added 1 drink or dessert. So you could have your margarita as dessert. You could have a scoop of gelato during the day. Whatever it is right there, it kind of works out for you. Still have 1 glass of wine with dinner, 2 bottles of water throughout the day. We go over to the right side. Still 2 casual dinings for the cruise. Princess Plus pays out very well on that case. With Premier, we go with 2 casual dinings and 2 specialty dinings, and we still get payout under this situation as well. So once again, we're not having to drink like a fish. We enjoy the cruise as some food and some drink, and just kind of have a good time this way. So out of curiosity, I decided to do an analysis for someone that does not consume any alcohol. We've received several comments in the past of people that don't consume alcohol, and were wondering whether or not a Plus or a Premier package would pay out for them. And in fact, they do. In this case right here, if you have the full Wi-Fi in particular. In this case, we went with a specialty coffee, 1 soda, and 1 dessert. Obviously, it's not going to be a drink in this case, but you could still have a scoop of gelato throughout the day, and 1 bottle of water. We do 2 casual dinings over here with Plus, and we get a handsome payout at $16 per day in our favor. We have to go up a little bit on the casual dining to account for the Premier. So if we go to 3 casual dinings in that 7-day cruise and still 2 specialty dinings, you'll just come right at the break even. So you do have to consume a little bit more food in a no alcohol case and the full Wi-Fi. So next, let's look at the 7-day cruise with no alcohol, but you get half price Wi-Fi. And this one's a lot more difficult to make pay out. In this case, we look at 1 specialty coffee, 1 soda, 1 dessert per day, and you get 1 bottle of water. On Plus, we still do the 2 casual dinings per cruise, and we get a small payout here of $4.25 per day. Premier, we have to crank up the casual and the specialty dining some, so we go to 4 casual dining and 4 specialty dinings just to barely break even. So you can make them break out even with the half-price Wi-Fi and not consuming alcohol, but you do have to eat quite a bit more to make that work. So what happens if we go longer than a 7-day cruise? Because with just 2 casual dinings on Plus, it does make a difference on how much you can get back in your return there. Now with the change of specialty dining on Premier, you have unlimited casual dining and unlimited specialty dining, so we can add more of those to affect the payout. In this case, we're going to still use 1 specialty coffee, 1 drink or dessert during the day, 1 glass of wine with dinner in either case, and 2 bottles of water. And we examine cruise lengths of 7, 10, 14, 30, 60, and I go all the way out to the end of about 100. In every case with Plus, it pays out just with that beverage arrangement and not even having to consume any casual dining. So if you consume casual dining while you're on the cruise in there, you get your 2 in there, you're even that much further ahead. Just having the coffee, the dessert, the wine, and 2 bottles of water will pay for itself on any length of cruise under Plus. Premier, we have to add some casual dinings and some specialty dinings to make it pay out, depending on the length of the cruise. So in case of the shorter cruises, just adding 1 casual dining makes it pay out. If you have the longer cruises, you have to start adding in some specialty dinings in there to get the payout. But either way, if you have the $25 a day for the Wi-Fi, both packages will pay out for you pretty easily. So if we look at a half-price Wi-Fi for the Platinum and the Elite members, then we have to have quite a bit more food to make it pay out. Again, with the Plus, with the same beverage arrangement we just talked about, it pays out in any length of the cruise. Premier, you do have to add some more specialty and dining meals in there. It almost works out to be about 2 per week while you're on the cruise, more or less good rule of thumb. And that will make that cost pay out for you anywhere down the line just by going that with half-price Wi-Fi. So this analysis was done with half-price Wi-Fi because I wanted to find the hardest way to make it pay out. It would obviously pay out with a full-price Wi-Fi as well. So I took the same beverage that we just did, one specialty coffee, one drink, dessert, but I went with 2 glasses of wine at dinner. I did this because Princess, when they pour you a glass of wine, is a pretty small glass of wine. A big guy like me, I can easily consume 2 glasses of wine at dinner without any problem. So I went with 2 glasses of wine per dinner and then 2 bottles of water. Just adding the second glass of wine eliminates any need for any type of casual dining in either case. You come out ahead no matter what the length of the cruise is. It kind of dovetails back into the first slide we had with just looking at alcohol, but in this case it's less alcohol because we've added the coffee and some water in there too. Princess Plus, Princess Premier, if you're going to have 2 glasses of wine a day plus a coffee and a dessert or another beverage, you're going to come out ahead by doing it. So the last analysis we're going to do is what has happened if you'd already booked a cruise with Princess Premier at $80 per day and now they've changed it to $90 a day. Princess is going to ask you, just as sure as the sun's going to rise tomorrow, if you want to upgrade that $10 per day. So how does that upgrade pay out? Well, there's really only 2 things we can add. Remember from our earlier slides, the new Princess Premier adds unlimited drinks, but we've already proven that the payout there happens with just only 3 glasses of wine. So having 16 or more glasses of alcoholic beverages in a day doesn't affect the payout at all. It does add some unlimited specialty dining. The old 80 Princess Premier plan only offered 2 specialty dinings per sailing. So let's walk through the math here. The upgrade cost is $10 a day. If you look at it on a 1-week basis, that's $70 per week. How many meals does it take to equal $70 or more? The answer is 2, because you take $39 a meal times 2, $78. You come out ahead by adding 2 incremental meals per week. Let's look and see how doing that upgrade works over various lengths of cruises. So with the old Princess Premier, you had 2 specialty dinings included. So that's this first column. You have to add 2 additional specialty dinings to make the increase in price from $80 to $90 to pay out. So that leaves us a total count of specialty dinings of like 4 for a 7-day cruise. So for a shorter cruise, you're going to have to consume many more specialty dining meals to make that break even work compared to a longer cruise where it'd only be on average 2 per week compared to 4 per week for a shorter cruise. So upgrading from Premier 80 to Premier 90 will pay out if and only if you add those 2 incremental specialty dinings per week on average, no matter what the length of the cruise is. It does stack it up with a lot of meals for a shorter cruise, but on a longer cruise it kind of evens out and it's still about 2 per week. In summary, Princess recently announced that they're going to increase the price of the Princess Premier to $90 a day, and it now includes unlimited drinks and specialty dining. They did not change the price of Princess Plus or the scope. Princess Plus and Princess Premier pay out with 3 glasses of wine per day with or without the half-price Wi-Fi. So if you have 3 glasses of wine per day on any length of cruise, it'll pay out for you. You don't have to drink like a fish to make the payout. You can use casualty and specialty dining options, and those have a big effect on a payout. We went through the math on that. Non-alcohol drinkers can reach a payout. It's much easier with Princess Plus. With Princess Premier and the half-price Wi-Fi, it is difficult. You're going to have to consume a lot of specialty dinings to make that work out. Upgrading the Princess Premier from the $80 per day to the $90 per day will pay out if and only if you add 2 additional specialty dinings per week on average. If you're not going to use it twice per week, don't do the upgrade. Just pay the cover charge as needed for the less frequent times you go to the specialty dining. Platinum and Elite half-price Wi-Fi has a large effect on the payout, but in most cases, the break-even is still pretty easy to achieve. The Princess Premier Unlimited Specialty Dining makes a long-term cruise's break-even point much better than what it was when it was just twice per cruise. Previously, Princess Premier didn't pay out hardly at all for anything over about a 10-day cruise. Do not underestimate the effect of 2 glasses of wine at dinner for all lengths of cruising to affect that break-even point. A lot of people, and myself is included in this, I like having everything kind of included. I don't have to worry about looking at my folio every day and seeing where I am on the account, how much money I've been spending. It's kind of nice just to have everything included. The photo package and the exercise classes, we didn't go into the analysis of those. Those are kind of a little more arbitrary and wide open, but they will lower your break-even point on premium for sure, and even on Plus using the 2 exercise classes. So that's something to consider. If you're going to use those features, that will lower your break-even point for even lower than what we talked about. And of course, your mileage may vary on lists. This is a short YouTube video. We can't possibly examine every single possibility and scenario. Hopefully you got enough in here to make your own choices and do what's right for you and your family on a cruise.
We hope you've enjoyed this video. We've done many videos on cruising. We're going to provide a link below to our video that has more definition on casual dining. And thank you so very much for watching.
If you like this video, please give us a like and subscribe and turn on those notifications. It really helps us out.
Until next time, have a cruising good time.